What's up, everyone out there? Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Addicted. Today is a little bit different of an episode. We got some really cool things in front of us, and you're probably wondering what the hell this title is. But what do we got in front of us here, dude? Are we gonna unbox these things?
There's some very long cylindrical objects. They have to do with fishing.
They have to do with fishing.
I don't know what else to call it right now.
We get comments all the time about these things that we're about to unbox. We're gonna make you guys wait. You guys might have an idea of what we have already here, but we're gonna unbox these things while you're with us, and then we're gonna take them out on the water and test them out. I know. So let's dive into these things and come join us as we do it here. Let's just start cutting into them right away.
I need to get my knife.
Yeah, get your knife out. Let's start cutting these things open. Make sure you guys drop some comments below if you guys want us to do more of these unboxings. And do us a huge favor if you guys are tuning in. Smash that thumbs up button. It helps us huge on YouTube, beating the algorithm, getting more subscribers. It'd mean a lot if you'd smash that thumbs up. Let's cut these damn things in here. Starting to unveil them. Oh, this one's orange too.
It's the first competition in the kayak, unboxing them, right?
What? You just told them what they were.
Oh yeah. I'm like, if you don't know what these are now, you might want to go watch a different channel.
All right, guys. Enough of the fun and games and the jokes. We are officially getting into kayak fishing. Huge shout out to Old Town Kayaks, Old Town Sportsmen. We got some kayaks from them. They're one of our new partners. We're going to be out here. You guys are going to join us along for the full adventure of learning this stuff, learning how to kayak fish. None of us have done it at all.
Nope.
We're gonna have me, Cameron, and Jordan all got kayaks.
You know what? You wanna know why yours is hard to unbox?
Yours is a 13.
Nope, because yours is upside down.
Oh!
So we gotta roll it.
Yeah, so Cam got a 13.6, and then me and Jordan both got 12s.
So
you know, Cam always likes everything bigger. Ah!
There we
go. Oh, boys. Man, I gotta give a shout out to these guys. Shout out to Old Town. They really packaged these things up.
They care for it.
These are like bolted. I'm surprised these didn't come in like a metal safe. And before we get too long in here, how many of you addicts out there are kayak fishermen? How many of you guys like to kayak fish? How many of you guys are excited about us getting into it? I know we're excited. We got already a ton of really big plans with these things on what we want to do. Cam's already been scheming on some like scary stuff that I won't be joining him for. But
it's
yeah,
not scary.
We got some cool stuff planned. And I tell you what, these orange ones look sick.
The heavy bastard. Oh, it's not too bad.
Oh, sick.
It's a boat. This is a boat.
It's a boat. And as we start to unbox these things even more, you guys are gonna see what this big thing is in the front right here.
Oh my gosh.
Something a little different. Dude, let's start looking in these things. We got the seat. Oh, it looks like it mounts like so.
Oh, I went to the higher bracket. You went to the lower bracket, but that's because you're so much shorter than I am. You probably don't need the leg room. There you go.
I don't know about that.
Oh, no. You strapped the front. Yeah, no. You have short legs, not that short legs.
Exactly. Right? I'm like, what is going on here? How does this, oh, and then the strap goes around here.
Yeah, I put it around.
So as you guys can see, we're literally really new, and Cam's smarter than me, so of course he's gonna figure it out quicker. But we know absolutely nothing about kayaks. So if you guys are kayak fishermen, make sure you drop some comments below. Let us know what we need to do to these things. Let us know how we should set them up, if there's accessories we should add. We're gonna take you guys through the whole journey of just owning kayaks and going fishing in them, catching our first fish, catching our first salmon in these things, hopefully. Lots and lots of bucket list things that we want to do on these kayaks, and we're excited about it.
So like, first initial reaction, like this thing is like roomy. Look at this. I mean, I have so much room here.
You do.
And I'm 6'2", 6'3" on a good day, and I gotta actually like adjust these up a little bit. What really sets these kayaks apart more than anything else is they have incorporated the Minn Kota spot lock technology into this kayak and completely built this kayak around the ability to use that motor that sits in the box behind me. That advantage to go out and catch fish in these kayaks is just like, that's what got me more excited.
Oh dude, I mean, me and you have already been talking about tributary fishing in them, and there's gonna be so many things that we can do that's gonna be game changing. And that's why they're called the autopilot. This is the autopilot 120. This is the autopilot 136.
Let's check this out, boys.
Let's do it. Open it up.
Oh, look at this thing. That is a built unit. Drops in like that.
Wow.
Okay, now what?
That is so cool.
We're just gonna give this a little bit of a pull.
Oh my God.
And it drops it in and it deployed the motor. Look at that.
Dude.
Look at that. There it is.
What's this, a little dry box? Yep. Little dry box over here.
Oh, all the goodies.
Oh, dude.
Let's see that kill switch. That kill switch is really neat.
Comes with an extra pin, I think, too.
This little guy is what controls the engine.
And then this is your... So it's interesting, they put this on there, but it comes with a motor. So why do you need a rudder?
I guess it just helps control for like long distance running, and then same thing if you're paddling.
Okay.
If you're paddling, it's got a rudder.
How do you control the rudder?
With the foot pieces. Just right there.
Oh my.
So like as you're paddling forward, you can make those fine adjustments.
All right, everyone, follow us to the lake. Let's go test these things.
One thing I'm already noticing about these kayaks is the versatility and how many different ways you can steer these things. So I have my foot pedals inside the boat, which are controlling my rudder. I have my little iPilot going. I have this thing on 2.5 right now, kind of bucking the wind at about 1 mile an hour, 0.8 miles an hour. But then I also have my paddle, so I kind of have them all set up. There's a lot of room in here for extra rods. I got a fly rod laying on the floor. I got my bag in front of me. I got pliers. I got all my stuff behind me, but I kind of have a really versatile boat here, and I'm actually kind of impressed with it already because I can steer either with my iPilot going back and forth. I can steer with the rudders of my feet and just leave this thing straight, or if I run out of battery, want to save my battery, I can just grab my paddle and do it old school. But it's super cool. I can already tell I'm going to like this thing for so many different kinds of fishing. I know I'm excited to use them in the Columbia for salmon fishing and all the tribs for salmon fishing, because you can tell already these things are, I can't really believe how sturdy that they are. Like, you can just stand right up, be cruising, casting, doing whatever you need to get the job done out here on the lake. So it's pretty cool. I'm already really tickled pink with these things. So a little bit of a kayak history for all you addicts out there for me. I've kayaked for a long time, but I've always whitewater kayaked. I've never actually done any sort of fishing kayaks. So when we heard that we were going to be getting these things, I was super excited. And especially when I heard what kind of boats we were getting with the iPilot and the depth finders and the electric trolling motors and all the gizmos and gadgets. And especially ones that are big enough to do these adventures like this, where we can pack all our gear on the boat and go out across the lake and go camping or do whatever you want with them. But these are super versatile kayaks. I'm excited to be using them. I feel right at home on them already, but we need to get some fish in them and get them fishy if we really want to make them an addicted kayak. So this has been a long time coming for all you addicts out there. A lot of you have been wanting us to make these kayak videos, and we're proud to finally be doing it. And again, thanks to Old Town, we couldn't be doing it without them. So let's get fishing. We're gonna go find some camp here in just a minute. I'm gonna get everything set up, show you guys a pretty cool trick that I like to use to go out and camp in the wilderness like this. So let's get fishing. We'll find a camp somewhere on the bank here, and then we'll get set up. So the setup I'm gonna start with here today is my old trusty summertime blue. What I got here, I just got a normal dropper. I got about a 1 foot dropper with a 1 ounce lead. I got a little Brad's Dodger, and then I have a little Brad's KCP. And I'm kind of matching them. I go through a series of different colors as I'm fishing throughout the day. So this thing I have actually stuffed with some power eggs. Did a little garlic, some garlic balls in there for them. Something to add a little scent. and it won't fall out. You don't ever lose any of that stuff in there, so this thing's lasts a long time. Cool little trick of mine. But we got the KCP, little mini cut plug, got the Dodger, got about a 1 ounce weight. And then since I have a lot of battery life left, I'm interested to see how long these batteries last on these kayaks. We've been out here for, I don't know, a little while now. We actually tried another lake before we came here, but it was too windy. And we didn't want to film on that lake, so we went to this lake and used those for quite a while. And I still have a full battery, so I've been using these things for about 2 hours already. So since I have a lot of battery life left, I'm gonna do a lot of trolling, try to go around this lake and figure it out, and then maybe go to some spot locking type stuff this evening when the wind really calms down, and try to actually cast the fish I see jumping and stuff like that. So I'm gonna let that thing out about 30, 40 feet, pop her in the rod holder. Oh, he's there, I got him, everybody. I got him. Finally, first blood on the new yak. Wasn't sure if he was there. No, oh, he's a jumper. He's a jumper. Oh, and he's gone. That was short-lived, but hey, first bite. It's been a really hard afternoon so far. We've gone way around the lake, tried a bunch of different spots, but the KCP got him done. I almost changed this one too. So I just got my flasher. It was dragging bottom pretty hard. We're actually making our way back to the deeper part of the lake, but I'm not gonna change a darn thing now because it worked. It was just a little guy, but I heard that they stock some really big fish in this lake. It's kind of why we came here, so let's just keep trying. Everybody, the sun's going down. It's time to get camp up, and I'm about to show you the camp hack of the century. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. It's a tarp and a rope. And why I say it's the hack of the century is because it's like a $20 tent. And I'm going to show you why. It's a great thing to do in the summertime when it's really hot outside. There's not a lot of bugs. There's not a lot of humidity. I like to sleep out under the stars personally. Some of you out there might not like that. But this is a trick a friend of mine showed me years ago, and it makes a great shelter, whether it's just going to be your tent for the night or if it's raining outside and you want to build something to stay over your kitchen or whatever it is. But let's go put this thing up. So like I said before, all you're going to need is a tarp, a rope, and some paracord, or so just a little extra thinner rope actually. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put up a static line. And the official name for this art is tarpology. So I'm gonna tell you guys more about that in just a second, but let's get this thing up. All you really need is a little corral of trees here. You see how we have pine trees around? They're all about 10 to 15 to 20 feet apart from each other. And that's how we're gonna start this. So I'm gonna identify 2 good ones in between a nice flat spot. This looks like a spot where we're gonna want our kitchen, where we're gonna want our camp for the night. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie this thing to this tree here as high as I can get it, and I'm just going to use a bowline knot to do this. I'm just going to tie a simple bowline knot. The way it was always explained to me, you got your straight line, you're going to make your bow to the inside, and the rabbit goes in the hole, around the tree, and then back out of the hole, just like so. Let me put that as high as I can, and I'm gonna walk the rest of my rope over here. Okay, I'm gonna go around this tree here. I'm gonna try to get this thing as high as I can. Just kind of saw it back and forth there, just like so. Perfect. Now I'm gonna tie a trucker's hitch in this side. So this is pretty easy. You're just gonna take your 2 fingers, give yourself a little slack, roll it over, and then grab the existing line here. And that's what I'm gonna pull off of to make this tight. So I'm gonna put my line that I went around the tree with to here. Make sure that's nice and tall. And then that rope I went around the tree with, I'm gonna go back through my trucker's hitch, and I'm gonna pull this thing tight. And make sure to get it nice and tight so you have a good static line there, something that you can work off of. And I'm just gonna do a little overhand half hitch, pull it tight, maybe do 2 or 3 of those, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And there we have it. We have our nice tight line, our static line. And this is what we're gonna work off of here. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my tarp, and you want a square tarp for this. Whether you buy a 10 by 10 or like a 12 by 12 or 20 by 20 if you wanna make a real tarp city, you're gonna want like a dead square tarp, and you're gonna lay this thing over there perpendicular to it. So you don't want it laying flat across it. You want a point touching each side. So I'm just gonna use one corner here. I'm gonna pull it over. Pull my other corners out. And as you can see, I have one end here. I have the opposite end, so it's laying across there with basically 2 triangles on each side. So I want half of that tarp laid right over the side of it, just like so. So then what I'm gonna do to attach my tarp to my static line is I'm gonna use a little piece of, paracord works the best here because it grabs the best on the line, on your static line, but I'm gonna use a pressing knot. So you see I fold that over in half. I'm gonna run that through 1, 2 times. Then I'm gonna have that to work with right here. And that's actually gonna pull tight and hold onto my tarp, or onto my static line there. So what I'm gonna do with those 2 ends that are hanging off, I'm gonna tie a couple nice overhand knots, just something to get it tight on there. There we have it, just like so. And we're tight. Now let's go to the other side. Gonna do the same thing on this side here. Might have went a little short on this one, but that'll work. Make sure to give yourself a long enough line for your pressing so that you don't have these shorties like this here. That might actually hurt me here, but I think we're gonna be okay. And we're gonna pull that tight. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach another rope to the other corner. We're gonna use all 4 corners of the tarp. And that's the nice part about this design, is that you can get the full spread of that tarp and all that coverage that it offers you. So I'm gonna go from that one. Just gonna do a little run through this root here. This thing is so conveniently placed. There we go, nice and tight. Do the same thing, gonna do a little chucker's hitch. Make sure that's nice and tight. There we go. All right, so I'm the bag camper. I didn't bring enough paracord, but a good pair of shoelaces will always help. So I tied another bowline knot to the other end of the tarp here. I'm gonna run it out to this tree. But what I'm gonna do, because I ran out of line, so I'm gonna use my trusty shoelaces here. That'll add us a little bit of length. Oops. There we go. And we're set. To another trucker's hitch off of this side. Run that back through there and make sure to get it nice and tight. A little half hitch. And we're set. Well, there you have it, everybody. Cheap, easy, and a super effective way to give yourself some shelter out in Mother Nature. We never know what's gonna happen tonight. Sometimes if like you're on the western sides of the states, it can get really dewy at night, so this is a great little shelter just to keep the dew off of you in the morning. But for tonight, it's gonna do us a lot of good. We're gonna set up our camp inside of it. Let's get back out there and fish. We still need some fish for dinner. It's been a super long day of fishing, but try to give us some recipe ideas. We're gonna be doing a lot of these camping trips over the next couple of months here. We'll try to get some of them done or try to come up with our own little concoction of them. But we need to get back in those boats. We need to get camp unloaded. We need to get some fish on the line. Let's do it. One thing I can kind of tell about this lake is it's pretty warm because of all the vegetation. I'm seeing a lot of different algae and weeds and different stuff like that, which means the water's getting warmer up on this shallow spot. So I'm guessing these fish are gonna be down deep in these trenches like this. So I'm gonna go over here into the, right by the dam basically, deepest part of the lake. I'm gonna use my spot lock and I'm just gonna cast around for a little bit. I'm gonna try jigging a Castmaster. I'm gonna keep casting this wiggler. This is one of the only things we had luck on today. I might cast a KCP around or do something different like that, but I'm gonna try to stay in this deeper end of the lake for this evening and see if it pays off. Okay, so my spot lock's on. I'm gonna see if I can find this bottom here with this Castmaster. Just gonna let this thing sink and sink and sink, and then I'm gonna jig it back to me. So you can see how the spot lock's actually turning into the wind because it feels it pushing us off that GPS coordinate that it got. And it's just gonna hold us right here, nose in the wind, right in the middle of this little channel here. So hopefully this works. This is technology at its finest, everybody. Normally you'd have to drop anchor however deep it is here to finally try to find the bottom, and you'd be getting drifted around and pushed around. by the wind, but now we have technology on our side. Another cool part, once you do get under yourself like that, you can turn that spot lock off. You basically put it in neutral, and you'll see I'll actually start to drift here to a new spot, and then I'll just hit spot lock again, and I'll stay right in that area. Pretty soon here on one of these next episodes, you guys, we'll have our Humminbird depth finders and stuff. We were just really anxious to get these things out, but we actually do have the full decked out ensemble of Humminbird depth finders and different stuff like that for all this. So we'll have that extra advantage where right now it would definitely be coming in handy. Well, it's starting to get pretty dark on us, everyone. I think it's time to go to the troll, see if we can't muster up one fish before dark here. Let's do it. No, we haven't hooked one yet. How about you guys? You got two? Down this way?
We caught 2 keepers and 1 to let go.
Nice.
Had a bunch of bites though.
Right on. The only spot I got one today was right here. Those guys that just passed us, I could hear them whispering about how I probably didn't have the right color, but they only caught a couple. So what I'm gonna do, because I heard that, and now I feel tested, I'm going with something a little more late night. Something bright orange KCP here. I'm gonna put a little bit of one of these in here. My favorite little go-to. Open this bad boy up. Get rid of this. Set the little garlic balls in there. These are just garlic power eggs. I'm sure you guys, if you've watched any of these shows ever, you know that this one's one of my favorite. A little garlic ball in there. Bring up this rod and change it out real quick. All right, I'm making a last ditch effort. There's a bunch of fish jumping and rolling and looks like they're eating bugs. A lot of them aren't that big, but we're not asking for much here. So I'm gonna grab my fly rod really quick. I'm gonna cast it right here at the last light, try to get some of these rising fish. I just got a little mini woolly bugger on. Not exactly the pattern that I'm gonna need, but it's small, so that's all that's gonna matter here. All right, this is venture number 1. Everybody, you're watching history. First time Jordan has fly fished off of his Old Town Kayak. I already got rollers, guys. I already got rollers coming over here. I'll get this thing a little further. There it is. Okay, first impression. This thing's perfect. Other than these little foot pedals, which I can move, that might kind of get in the way and catch my fly line when I'm casting it. But other than that, it's very sturdy. Very nice. I have a nice little platform for all my line to go right by my feet. Oh. All right, back on the troll. We're running out of daylight. I gotta say, everybody, these kayaks might be one of the coolest little fishing inventions ever for a lake. Never again. I didn't even bring my paddle this time. Next time I might, just because I might wear it on a battery. But this is cool. Well, this is what happens, everybody, when you don't catch any fish. Luckily, we came prepared. This wasn't a challenge out here. The challenge on this trip is more of finding places that we've never fished before and trying to catch some fish there. So this is exactly what we're doing. So we brought backup, but this is one of my favorite little go-tos if I'm not gonna, well, even if I'm not catching fish. When I come out camping, especially in the summertime when it's hot all day, a nice chopped salad or something like that, already all packaged up. Everything that you need is already in there. I got a little bit of ham, just some deli meat that I'm gonna slice up and put in there, and an avocado. I'm gonna shake that bad boy up, and I'm healthy. Bon appetit. Oh yeah. So reflection on today. I must say, it was one of the harder summertime trout fishing experiences I've had in a while. We've been lucking out a lot of the times coming out and making these videos lately with you addicts. And I want to say thank you again for always being here and watching all these awesome trout episodes. But we've been doing really good. Every place we go to, we've been catching a lot of fish. Today, I think it's just been so hot. The first lake we went to this morning, I actually didn't record for you guys because it was just kind of a shot in the dark. Went to a giant lake and it was super windy, kind of got bucked off. Came up here late in the game, super windy again. Conditions really weren't easy on us. But the thing of it all is we saw 2 different places we've never been before. And I think that's the magic of today and this kind of challenge of going out and fishing places that you've never fished before. And we've done a lot. If you guys have never seen our 7-day series, check out the link in the description. We did a 7-day road trip doing the same kind of thing, searching and finding places we never fished and catching a fish. So tomorrow's gonna be a new day. I think we're gonna have good luck here. The wind's really calmed down. We kind of have the lane figured out after watching a couple other boats, seeing a couple other people. I know there's some good fish here. It's time to get this food eaten, crawl into bed, and dream of fish. No way. No way. Well, little think it's time to get up, everybody. Oh yes. What a great alarm clock. Is it redemption day, little? It's time for redemption. It's time for redemption, everyone. Let's go fishing. Okay, here we go, everyone. I don't know if I'm quite awake yet, but it doesn't matter at this point. We're in the boat. The camp's loaded. We got a little dog on the back. So there's some old timers fishing down the way from us a little way. So I walked down and talked to them earlier this morning just to see how it was going, see if there's any fish biting. And they've gotten 2 so far on power bait off the bottom. So where does that leave us? We're in the boat, we're trolling. So we might actually, if I get a wild hair, stop, maybe spot lock in some places and try to power bait fish, get something right off the bottom. But the lake is just absolute glass this morning. Look at how beautiful it is out here. I'm gonna go with the same stuff I was using yesterday. We did get some bites. The wind's not blowing right now, so let's get some trolls in. If that doesn't work, we're gonna start switching it up. Well, nothing like a little breakfast on the water. A little everything but the bagel seasoning, an avocado. Maybe try a little ham on there. This is living. Back on the troll we go. Got one following. Oh, I had one following. It's a nice one. Come on. Hold them out of the depths. So already this is working. I'm just going almost Bassmaster style. I'm going at about 2 miles an hour, 1.5 miles, rolling through here, casting at the brush, and just working it back. And on that one, I watched a pretty nice, probably 12, 13 incher follow it. Most action we've had all morning, so I just started trying it. Got him, got one, finally, guys. Yes, Bassmaster style. Oh, that looks like a little native brookie. Super cool. This isn't actually a stocked fish here, guys. Oh, wow, this thing looks beautiful. Stay on there, buddy. Stay on there. Come on now. Wow, beautiful fish. Just a little native rainbow. So they actually fin clip all the fish in this lake that are from the hatchery. Come on, little guy. There we go. Just look at how beautiful that thing is. What a cool looking fish. Just a perfect little trout. See you later, little dude. Woo! First fish on the new kayak, everybody. That was pretty cool, and I'm glad it was a pretty little trout like that. But obviously I switched methods and started going on the hunt, and it worked perfect. This place is so cool, and these kayaks are so cool. The way I'm hunting down the bank like this, casting spinners, looking for aggressive feeding trout, I've never done anything like it. Never done this for trout fishing like this, so these things are gonna be revolutionary. I'm gonna turn around and keep going towards this cold water inlet. Apparently we made the right move. There's a lot of fish activity around, so one just jumped behind us. Let's do it. Oh, I got a follower, Oh, and he's coming back for it. Oh, he's somewhere. He said no. He said no. I think for the size of fish that I'm seeing and what's going on, that it might be time to go with the fly rod. Gotta do it. I just have to. I'm gonna put an actual woolly bugger on. I think, I don't know, maybe I'll stick with this small one. This tends to be a really good fly. Oh, I got a follower, dude. Right on it, right on it. Already it's working. Oh my God, this thing is beautiful. Little get down. Wow, you guys, I think this is like a true brookie. Wow, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I switched over this. So I went to the fly. I knew because we weren't getting actually taken, they weren't actually biting our gear. I knew there was something going on to where, to the regards of, we weren't using something that was the right color or the right presentation or the right style. And so I went with something super, super natural. And look at this little trout. Oh my goodness, this thing is so beautiful. Wow. Look at the colors on this thing. This is probably one of the prettiest trout I've ever caught in my life. And there he goes. Man, what a hard fought win. Switched to the fly, I wouldn't have had it any other way. I knew in a lake like this with a lot of native trout, sometimes you really have to revert to the bugs. You have to go back to what they're actually eating. So I just put this little black leech pattern on with these little legs, little split shot midline, and about the third or fourth cast finally got one. So this is looking good. Let's work back to this flat with this stuff. I think this might be the ticket. Oh, here's a giant right in front of me. Here's a giant right in front of me. Come on, see that bug. This looks like a brookie too. Really dark colors. Come on, I know he sees it. Got him. Oh no, oh no. Oh, there he is, there he is. I think I can get him again. Come on, fall for it again, please. I stripped it right out of his mouth, man. That was an epic, epic bite though. We got the presentation dialed in though. I'm very confident of that now. Come on, do it again, please. I know if we can get this in front of fish, they're gonna eat it. It's totally just straight up called that one. Sight casted right to it. Dang it, man, that was a good fish too. Got him. There we go. Nice. Ooh, that's a nicer one. Oh, he's taking line. Oh, he's taking line. This live action, everyone, live action. Oh gosh, he's gonna yank me off my kayak. Oh, there he goes. Oh yeah, epic jump. Good looking rainbow here. Good looking rainbow. Now this one is a stalker fish. You can tell by the way it is. That's a good looking trout, everyone. That is a good looking trout. Now you can see the difference immediately and what I was talking about earlier between a stocked fish and a native one. You see how his dorsal fin's all rubbed over, has that weird shape to it. This one's not actually fin clip, but a beautiful little stalker rainbow nonetheless. So cool to be in a lake where you have that variety. Appreciate you coming to play. Yeah, everyone, we've freaking figured it out. Let's keep fishing, this is going good. Got him, yes, on the fall. Oh, that's a good looking fish too. That's a really good one. On the fall. I was just letting that thing sink and sink and sink. I don't think he's done with us yet. Look at that little guy. Good looking fish. Oh, he's submarining me. He's submarining. Oh, what a good rainbow. This one looks a little more like a wild one. Wow. Another spectacular little rainbow. Guys, these kayaks are insane. Oh, he came out pretty quick. That's all right, we let him go fast. Yes, these kayaks are insane. I cannot believe this is what I'm doing right now. I'm like on a motorized stand-up paddleboard, cruising around the lake, fly fishing, catching rainbows and brookies and cutthroats and everything else you'd want to catch. And I just can't believe the way we're doing it. I'm so stoked on these kayaks right now. Let's keep casting, it's working. Oh, I just got a huge take. Come back for it. Dang it. Got him that time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Not the biggest fish on the block. Looks like another brookie maybe. Beautiful colors to it. Oh yeah, definitely another brookie. Oh my God, the colors on these fish are so unreal. Just to have a look at this fish, you guys. Oh my God. I've just never seen something with such amazing colors to it. Just look at those fish. So special. Every little inch of them is beautiful. Thank you so much, little guy. See you later. Okay, well, we made it to the other end of the lake. Obviously seeing a lot of signs of fish again, but the wind's really starting to blow. I'm wondering how much time we're gonna have left. It's starting to get a little bit tough conditions. Our batteries are dying, but these kayaks have been so awesome so far. Oh, right at the boat, right at the boat. Oh man, I spoke too soon. Oh my God, it's another brookie. It's another brookie. Bring it around for you guys. What a special fish. Look at this thing. This is the biggest one yet. Just so blessed on this trip, you guys, to have you guys come along, especially. We always really appreciate you joining us on these awesome adventures out in the middle of nowhere. Look at that thing. Look at those blue spots. Look at the character, the personality, the fins. Such a special little creature. Thank you, little guy. Well, everybody, it has been such an amazing adventure. I'm so glad that you guys got to ride along with it, and I appreciate all you addicts out there that watch these videos and go on these adventures with us, because honestly it wouldn't be as much fun all by ourselves. But all in all, we came out here and accomplished every single one of our goals that we had on this trip, and I couldn't be more thankful for it. We caught fish, we used our new kayaks, we conquered a new lake, and we had a damn good time, and so we really can't ask for more. If you guys want to see more awesome videos just like this one, go up here and click this link to this next video. Go down here, hit subscribe, turn your bell on, give us that thumbs up, and comment below, and you could be the comment of the day just like this person right here. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. You stay fishy, we'll see you out there.